This base has a lot to offer. Down in the compound there's a furnace wall along with a seawall to force raiders to either use boom or restrict movement by laddering over. When upgraded to metal, this increases the cost to 15 rockets to even get in the compound, while them having to break the walls, the large furnace, and the seawall. Features a compact mini open core with amazing retake angles into both the shooting floor, and the peak downs. A full 360-degree shooting floor with protected peaks all over, and very tight angles all over as well. All info regarding this base will be posted in the description. On to the base tour. Alright, we are starting off the tour out at the one of the two external TCs. Looking at the TC Upkeep. It's a bunker to external, so there's no doors. Very expensive to raid, and it's also disconnectable. If you build out 3 and then place a roof, it disconnects the whole bunker, or the whole build out. Going into the gatehouse, you've got windows all around. Nice Patrico angles on both sides. Allows you to see the walk-in from the furnace wall as well on both sides. And then right here you've got a nice one-way that allows you to see all the way through the back of the gatehouse without being seen unless they're standing like below. This is the only angle they can really shoot you from. Go into our furnace wall. As you can see, can't walk through it at all. Furnace has to get broken, that's 5 rockets. Walls as well, and when this is opened, these turrets have very good vision of it. They can shoot all the way out here, and then if people were to walk in through here, you could put a shotgun trap along the bottom of that, and it'll kill them as they walk in. It's the compound bedrooms. We've got a nice brutalist peek to see outside the compound. Very hard to get shot on these unless the player is actually decent. From here, from these angles, you have nice peeks onto the outside. If people are trying to raid your external, like C4ing it and you hear it, you pop out, you just shoot them. You have these, obviously you can see behind the furnace wall, and then you can do good sightlines on the whole compound. This gatehouse is mirrored on all 4 sides. But moving into the base, got this angle, watches the front door. We've got a turret watching the shell. Here's that angle from another side. As you can see, right when the doors have blown, you just have very good sight lines, and they kind of have to pre-fire you. This is that angle from the inside. Let's open that door just so we can see. You can see it all the way in, all the way, without being seen back. This is what I believe to be one of the most optimal cores with this setup for the barrels Frontier DLC. That can be swapped out for a battery when you don't need a furnace in there anymore. However, if you do want to put a battery there, just make sure it doesn't bleed through the door, as it will shut off all your stuff when they break it. But yeah, same setup like up here. Up here we have a double door airlock on the peak downs. Make sure these doors face outwards, as it allows you to fight this easier, because it's much harder, because you could already get shot right here. But if you have this door facing outwards, it's just much easier to fight. Allows you to pre-fire more easily, and just get easier shots on them. Nice little Patrico angles to watch up into the peak downs. And then on the sides here, we have these, I don't even know what to call them. We have peaks down to both into the compound. You can throw grenades into these and they'll fall down. If you can't peek it, you can see if your turret's still there, and then you can also watch this. You can watch the gatehouse. Moving up, these are sealed. These are the only jump ups. You come up into the open core. There's a view into the open core from up here. You just stand up on the bed. You can't really lose a fight there. Yeah. 19 boxes or 18 boxes in the open core. There's another variation which I can show that has a loot room here, 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 and here, which makes it 38 boxes, but I feel like that's a little unnecessary for a 2x1, but especially when you can put loot everywhere else in the base. But yeah, tier 3, locker. You can pretty much put this stuff anywhere. Moving on to the best part, the shooting floor. There's peaks everywhere. You got these. You stand on this, it allows you to crouch and look down without having to stand up and look down. However, it's so close that it doesn't really matter. It shouldn't be much of an issue. These see right into the peak downs. Well, that one's not there, but this is what that would look like. Got a wide gap angle here. Got this. Windows to see out. This door is important as it seals this gap and also creates a nice tight angle. Right here. We got peaks out on the left and right. Same peak. Then you have more brutalist angles right here. I can see all the way from below to very far out. And it's so tight. But moving up to the roof, we've got a pretty much a carbon copy of all the peaks on this side. You can see down. Yeah. You get it. You get it. These triangle planter boxes are for siege rating. People can't see your head if they have like a 12 tall tower or something ridiculous. See, so, you know, very good visibility to shoot you in the face, but now it's completely blocked. And tarp doesn't have much of a use if you're not building a farm base. Just a good way to use it. Especially if you're really good on cloth and you don't need any. You don't have to recycle any tarp, it's kind of just sitting around to take it up box space. But yeah, that's the base. Windmills can go right here. Obviously don't do it like this. You can do it differently, do it however you want, but windmills go up here. Other than that, let's move on to the tutorial.